What's up, guys, and welcome back to SCUM. Now, this is going to be another exploration video. One of you requested that we check out the irradiated zone, so as you can see, we've got our hazmat suit on here. I did do a video way back in Season 1 where I explored the irradiated city, but that's been probably over a year ago, so I don't know if anything may have changed or anything like that, but I did not ever check out the power plant. So we're going to go try checking that out. And can I not pedal faster than this? Why is he not pedaling faster? Okay, I guess that's as fast as I can pedal. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go check out the power plant and then possibly do another tour of the irradiated city. There's certainly things that I may have missed. And yeah, we're just going to have a little fun with it. Um, I'm not really taking any gear in there, and I don't intend to bring any gear out because everything that you bring out is going to be irradiated. So, not really a whole lot of point in doing that. For those of you that have never been to the irradiated zone, like I say, anything that you take out will be irradiated. Any gear that you take in will get irradiated. So go in with stuff that you're okay with potentially losing. The radiation will fade eventually off of your stuff, but I don't remember how long it takes for it to fade. Good lord, this bicycle is slow. I thought it was faster than this before. Okay, now you can see the kind of fog or the mist. That's how you know you are in radiation. Let's see. I don't remember if does it even show if stuff is irradiated thus far, or if any of I don't remember if weapons even get irradiated. I know that gear does, so like clothing, backpacks, that kind of thing. Food, water will get irradiated. I honestly think we might be better off just on foot. Good lord, this character is slow on the bicycle. Holy crap. Okay, you know what? We're how close are we even getting? Okay, we're almost there. Whatever, we'll stick with it, I guess. I think it'd be faster to just push the bicycle up this hill. Holy crap. Um, but anyway, my whole point about stuff getting irradiated is don't eat or drink anything that you bring out of the irradiated zone. And if you bring stuff in with you, don't eat or drink it either, because that will give you internal radiation poisoning. Holy crap. I don't remember the radiation fog being this thick. Now, if you do get radiation poisoning, there's a couple of ways you can treat it if memory serves. One is keep taking like the potassium iodide pills that you can get from the trader or find in various locations. Those will absorb the radiation and help you clear. What the hell was that? Okay, we are at the power plant now. I have never been here, so I don't really know what to expect. I know a lot of people probably have done videos on the power plant showing where to get depleted uranium and all of that. I don't really care too much about that. I just kind of want to explore things. And I don't intend to collect any loot because, again, everything that you collect will have radiation. I don't even know if there's any kind of decent loot here. Well, let's find out. Yeah, definitely not taking that. Anyway, I am running a shotgun, the katana, and the SF-19 just because there are still puppets here, or at least there were. I don't know if there still are or not. Good grief, I may need to get us a flashlight or something. Do we... I have a headlamp. Beautiful. Does that help at all? Yeah, it helps some. Okay. Now, I have no idea what the layout of this place is. I've never been to the reactor. So this one is a whole new experience for me. Oh, I can't even... Oh. Wait, Can you not sprint in the hazmat suit? This is as fast as I can go. Huh. Interesting. But I was talking about ways to prevent or get rid of radiation poisoning. Once you leave the zone, make sure you wash everything that can be washed. Otherwise, it will continue to retain radiation. And if you do have radiation poisoning on you at all, if memory serves, you can drink a bunch of water. Just keep chugging as much water as you can, because the more your character pees, that will help flush out the radiation. At least that's how it used to be, if memory serves. So if that is incorrect, or if any of the stuff that I say in here is incorrect, feel free to let me know, because I don't want to give bad advice. This is just going from what I remember. But anyway, I don't even know, like I say, if there's any kind of loot in here that's worth getting out other than the depleted uranium. I just think this place is cool. I hope that they do something more with this place in the future. Maybe in 1.0. They're probably not going to do anything in 1.0, but maybe after 1.0 they can do something else with it. Because this place is really cool. You know, but right now there's really no reason at all to come here other than to get depleted uranium. And the only thing you need depleted uranium for that I'm aware of is crafting armor-piercing ammunition. Is the headlamp actually helping right now, or... not really here, is it? Okay, fair enough. We'll turn it off to conserve the battery. So, like I said, I have no idea where I'm going in the reactor area here. I may have just made one big loop, I don't know. Yeah, I think I just made one big loop. Kind of. Well, this isn't the same building. Oh, I can't go through that door. Oh. Well, this room ought to give us a decent idea. Okay, so... Now, maybe you need the Geiger counter to see how much radiation stuff has. I don't know. I thought before it actually said whether or not you'd have any radiation. You know what? Let's try that. Let's get us in a Geiger counter here. Let's see. No. That one. Oh, it needs batteries. Crap. Alright. Yeah, we're not going to have that on for the entire time because that's going to get really irritating really quickly. Okay, see, it's not... It's not showing that these currently have radiation. Okay, good lord, that's irritating. So, I don't know... From what I recall, it used to tell you if stuff had radiation or not. And I'm not seeing that now. And now we can't see again. Of course, I turn off the headlamp and it gets dark. Oh, hey, you go up. Let's go up. But it would be really cool if they added a real reason to come here. You know, I don't know if maybe there will be something in, like, the story missions, if they're still even going to do the story missions, or what, but, hopefully they will add more purpose to this place. Looks like more stairs. We'll say this place is very, very creepy. Okay, so, yeah, don't drink that water. Sounds like fire, which means I think we're close to the reactor itself. Now, I saw the... Hey! Aha! Well, we found the control room. Excellent. I can't open that door, though. No. Like I said, right now, other than depleted uranium, there's really not a reason to come here other than it looks cool. At least in my opinion. Maybe there is more reason to come here. I don't know. But, oh, that's interesting. Not sure why there's an arrow pointing that way. But I wanted to go back that way. Whatever, we'll continue on this direction. I'm gonna say, I have no idea what the layout of this place is. Is there a reason to come over to these? Probably not. Oh, hey, there we go, more up. I want to keep going up as much as we can. I think, anyway, I don't know. I just do things. You guys know by now, I have no idea what I'm doing 90% of the time. Ooh. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm authorized at this point. I've got a hazmat suit on and everything, so therefore I'm authorized to be in this area, right? Ooh, cooling distribution room. Well, I don't really care too much about that. I want to actually see the reactor. That's kind of the reason I wanted to come here, was to actually see the reactor up close, because I've never actually seen it. So I may be going the complete wrong direction. Who knows? Um, also, depending on how long this video takes, which means depending on how lost I get here, this may end up being a two-part video where we do the city as a separate video from this. We shall see. I would like to do them both as the same video, but I said if I get lost here for an hour, then I mean, we can keep going up, but I'm curious as to what all is here, if anything. So we're just going to kind of wander around, and there's nothing over here. Fantastic. Yeah, there really doesn't seem to be a whole lot of actual loot here. Oh, good. I could take some irradiated cement back with me. Now, if you do that, I'm curious. If you take irradiated building materials from here, will that make your base have residual radiation? Anybody that knows, if you could let me know in the comments, I would greatly appreciate it, because that would be an interesting game mechanic. It's just interesting to me that they do put things here, you know, like the cement bags. You can take those, but is there a reason to do it? I have no idea where we are, but we're somewhere. Right, okay. Good grief, even with the headlamp, it's hard to see in here. Aw, is that the end of the upper floor? Well, poo. That's just more storage and what. Well, does that door open? That door opens, I can go through here. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get us back out of here, but, you know. Ooh, hey, we're downstairs from where we were a minute ago. Perfect. Locked. Okay. So, I believe that this is where you can get the depleted uranium. Get it from these in here, is my understanding. Anyway. I didn't bring any kind of lockpicking stuff or anything. You know what? Let's just find out. Yay, there you go. So yeah, these are where you can get depleted uranium. So, as is my understanding, this area here is pretty much the reason to come here. And it would be great if there was more reason to come here than just the depleted uranium. Or if the depleted uranium was useful for other things besides just good grief, just the crafted armor piercing ammo. Is there actually anything over here? Oh, good lord, I can't see anything in there. I don't know if there's actually anything in this room. I'm gonna assume there's not, because I can't see. Like I said, I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. Although at this point I would like to just get out of here. And this is where we came through before, isn't it? And now I'm just going around in circles, I think. Let's see, we already went up. Oh, there's arrows over this way. That takes us... Okay, yeah, this is where we came through before. So yeah, I'm 100% just going in circles now. Okie dokie. Well, if I can't figure out how to get out of here pretty shortly, I may just edit out the rest of me wandering around in this place. Actually, what's up this way? There's a ladder here. Let's check out the ladder, shall we? Whoa! Ow, what the hell? Why did I fall off the frickin' ladder? Ow. You know, what kind of injuries did I get from that? Just a C1 bleeding in. Okay, I don't really care about that. I'm going to turn off fall damage real quick. Give me just a second. Okay, now we have fall damage turned off. Also, I'm not sure why my hydration is down to 47%. I guess I've been sweating quite a bit in this suit. Yeah, why did we fall from up here? Okay, well, there we go. We didn't fall that time, so that's good. Now, am I hobbling? I'm probably hobbling. Yep, I'm hobbling. Okay, well, Phoenix Tears then. There we go. Also, Phoenix Tears will help heal radiation, if memory serves. Well, at this point, I don't know that I needed any of these weapons. Oh, this... Nope. Hey, there we go. Like I said, I'm hoping that I can get up to the, where I can see the cooling tower. How? Really? Okay. Well, I'm not... There we go. Climb... Well, poo. This didn't take me where I was hoping it would. Drat. Yeah, this just takes us... well, here we go. Maybe we can go this way. This doesn't go anywhere at all, does it? This just goes in a big circle. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not helpful at all. Like I say, I do not know my way around here, so I may just get us back outside here off camera. And so yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I will see you guys in just a minute. Okay. We're outside. I could not figure out how to get out of the building, so I just use the admin helper to teleport us outside. But we should be close to the river over this way. You know, so I'm curious. Also, I want to check this area out here. I think that was at one point like a campground or something in earlier versions of the game before they made this all irradiated. Ollie Dino talked about that in one of her recent videos. And so I would like to check that out. We don't need the headlamp on now. Thank you. Now, I'm curious about the river situation here because most nuclear power plants generally are situated on rivers so that they have a virtually unlimited source of fresh water that they can use to help cool things if need be. So I was kind of curious to see what the river situation was like over here. Hey, there's that fun place where we died to that massive horde of puppets last season. You guys remember that? We ended up flipping our car and getting swarmed by like, I don't know, 20 puppets in an upside down car after getting murdered by a horde of puppets. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know how to get to the actual remnants of the cooling tower, but that's where all that smoke is coming out of. Or will I say that? That's technically the reactor building, but I would like to get there, but I don't know how. So if I can figure that out, maybe we will come back here in a future episode just to check that out. But realistically, there's a ton of videos out there, people coming here for that. So I think I'm just going to get us back to the bicycle for right now. And actually, you know what? Well, yeah, I'll get us back to the bike. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. Okay, and we're back to the bicycle. And I think that campground is off that direction. Yes, it's that way. I'm not sure if it's this road here. I'm not exactly sure how we get there, so this is kind of a trial and error thing. Do you guys keep hearing that little noise every once in a while? I think we go this way now. Yeah, this looks like the correct way to go. This place is really eerie and creepy with the fog and whatnot, but at the same time, it's oddly peaceful, you know? Hey, I'm guessing that's... Wait a minute. Is that not a campground, or what is this? Good lord, it's hard to see here. I hope you guys can see okay. Okay, yeah, see, this does look like a campground of some kind. Fascinating. Hey, are we outside the radiation? Is is this outside the irradiated zone? There's no fog or anything here. Some of the trees are still kind of brownish, but I'm not seeing the fog at all. Hmm. Well, that is very interesting. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone this direction. Because there's a little dirt path back there that may have led to something as well, which I'm sure it did lead to something because there was a bunch of stuff down that way somewhere. But, oh, well, I'm a stupid. I passed up where we were supposed to be. Okay, I'll just see you guys when we get back there. My apologies. Okay, we're back here. I switched us over to a quad because that bicycle just does not work very well. But also, while I was down that way, I thought I would test something. You know, it looks like we're kinda out of the irradiated area, right? Well, I took the hazmat suit off so I could take a little sip of water, and we got irradiated. Now, it's not much, but I did get irradiated just from taking the hazmat suit off way down the road there. So, I mean, we were down, what, around here? And so, even though you're not seeing the radiation fog, apparently there is still some radiation. Now, that could also be from wearing this gear and taking the suit off. That's entirely possible. Like I said, that's not the button I wanted. I'm not sure how you check the gear. Because the Geiger counter wasn't saying anything. Oh, hey, there's a cruiser here. It has nothing aside from the engine, but it's here. And now we're back into some radiation for sure. But that's okay. Okay, yes, this was a campground. Man, I kind of wish that they would move this. Because this seems really cool. You know? I would love to actually be able to use the campground. But, no, it's just irradiated now, so there's absolutely no point in having this here. Oh, hi, friendo. You know, I guess I maybe shouldn't be using this to hit you guys, because you can still hit me, huh? Well, you can't quite, can you? I really should have put, like, the plow or something on the front of this. There we go. Much better. Can I drive up these steps? You betcha. Oh, see, there were even little camping... Oh, my goodness. Nah, give us this. Oh, man. These would make for an awesome little base. I say that there's no bed in here, but I mean, you could put a bed. You got a nice little porch. Oh, man. Oh, they got ones that are even down on the water there. That's really unfortunate that this is all irradiated. That's a shame. That is a real shame. Man, that's a shame. That is a real shame. Because I absolutely would make a base here if it weren't for the radiation. I wish that maybe the devs would give you the option to turn the radiation off as a server setting. Because, man, this would be an amazing place to do a base. Honestly, this would be an amazing place to do a base on a multiplayer server. You could have a community base at a place like this. You've got access to the river. There's already several little, cabins and whatnot where people could set up their own little individual residences. You got like communal, eating areas and fishing areas down here. There's a beach down here so you could get fresh water easily. And all of that is ruined by the radiation. That really, really sucks. I was really excited to explore the irradiated area more. But seeing stuff like this makes me really dislike the irradiated area just because we can't do anything with this stuff. I would love to set up a base here. I mean, heck, there's even just tents and what? Can you get into the RVs? I mean, here's the thing. I think it'd be interesting to have tents like this in SCUM, but that are packable. So that you could carry a portable shelter with you. Now, it would take up a pretty big chunk of inventory space, obviously. But, can you get into these? You can even get into the RVs. And see, something like this is something that people have been asking for in SCUM. Is an RV like this to where you could potentially have a mobile base. Okay, see, our radiation is not going up at all. So we did not get irradiated very much, which is good. I mean, so you can even get some irradiated tuna here. That'd be great. I'm sure that's tasty. The radiation probably gives it some extra flavor. Man. That's really disappointing because this campsite is so cool. How many of you that have been playing SCUM for a while, like before they added the irradiated zone, how many of you actually made a base here at this campsite? Because I 100% would. This place is absolutely perfect. This has everything that I want out of a base location. I say everything. I have yet to find a workbench or anything like that, but you can make those. But it's got plenty of access to fresh water on a massive part of the river here. I'm also surprised by the lack of puppets, though. We've seen one. I mean, that doesn't necessarily surprise me. In theory, there shouldn't really be much in the way of puppets here. The radiation, I would think, and this is just a theory that I would have, is that the radiation would probably affect the BCU chip. And the BCU chip is what keeps the puppets functioning. Man. That's a real shame. And again, right here, it almost looks like you could... You know what? Let me take that stuff off. I'm going to walk away from it. And I'm going to take off my hazmat gear. And let's see if we get... If our radiation continues to go up. So right now, our radiation is... Oh, our radiation is going away on its own. Okay, it will do that occasionally too, but that's perfect. Let's see what happens here. Kabiff. Yep, boom. Immediate radiation. That's unfortunate. Then you put it back on and it starts going away. Okay, well... Actually, I'm curious, because I still have these weapons on me as well. I don't know if the weapons get irradiated or not. Take those off, take that off. Just take everything off that we can possibly take off. And then take the hazmat suit off. That's not what I want. That one. Okay, yep. Starting to, yep, radiation is going up. That's unfortunate. And yeah, so you just can't sprint in the hazmat suit, unfortunately. Drat. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, because I thought, hey, maybe part of the campsite would be not irradiated. No, it's all irradiated. Okay, why would you get on the thing there? There we go. Okay, well... Man. I'm going to get us over to the irradiated city. Because I've never gone this way. The way that I went before is I came in from the north side over here after the radar array. I came in from this way. That's a bunker there, I do believe. I don't know if that bunker is in the irradiated zone or not. So I want to go check that out. But we're gonna shoot across here, and we'll kind of see what things are looking like once we get over that way. We've already been going for 45 minutes or so. So I don't think we're going to have time to explore the entire city in this episode. So I may just go ahead and do that as another episode. And I can't see because of the radiation fog again. Man, that's really sad about the campsite. Or the campground, whatever. I would really like to be able to actually do something there. It honestly kind of defeats the whole purpose of having that site there now. You know? If we can't really do anything with it because of the radiation, then... I don't know. To me, they kind of just killed an interesting little POI there. And for me, I won't ever actually come here for the intended purpose of getting depleted uranium. That, you know, they made this whole place seem really cool. You know, I mean, hey, you got, you know, essentially Chernobyl, and then the town that they based off of, Pripyat. You know, they basically, they based this whole thing off of that. But then there's not really a reason to come here. What is it? Okay, the town is here is called Crisco, apparently. We are going the right direction. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. What's up that other way, then? Wait, that's just train tracks. Those train tracks go straight to that bunker, though. So let's go that way, because I want to see if that's an active bunker or an abandoned bunker. So let's go that way. since we have an easy-to-follow path to get there. But what do you guys think of the reactor building and just the whole irradiated area, just in general? What do you guys think? Yeah, before I started over there, you know, I came in from under this way and went down that direction. But anyway, you guys like that they added the irradiated area? Do you wish they'd take it out? Do you want them to keep it, but add some other purpose to it? I'm kind of torn myself. I like it for the ambiance that it adds to the game, or ambience, however you want to pronounce it. But I like it in theory. In practice, not quite so... What the... Is this not a bunker? Huh. Interesting. Is there anything here? Also, is this spot irradiated? This does not look irradiated at all. What happens if we take this stuff off now? Anything in here? Anything at all? Nope. And no radiation over here. Okie dokie. Huh. For some reason I was thinking this was a bunker, but clearly not. I mean, there's a road that goes over this way, though. Maybe there's a bunker somewhere. Okay, interesting. You know, I took off my gear, but I didn't take off the weapons, and we didn't get any kind of radiation exposure from that. So, maybe your weapons cannot get irradiated. Just interesting. That's not how radiation works, but fascinating. The road... Nope, there is a bunker over here. Judging by that hole in the fence, I'm gonna say it's probably an abandoned bunker, but that's just a guess, but also just given how overgrown it is. Yeah, generally, yeah, this looks like an abandoned bunker. Yep, this is definitely an abandoned bunker. Woo, don't drive off the edge. Okay, so there is an abandoned bunker up here. You know, the devs were talking about with the abandoned bunkers, I don't remember if I mentioned this in the bunker video, but they were talking about redoing the ratio of abandoned bunkers to regular bunkers. So I hope that they do that, because the abandoned bunkers right now, they're all the same exact layout. And so to have like 2/3 or 3/4 of the bunkers be abandoned bunkers, to me that kind of takes away a lot from the just bunker aspect of the game. I would like to see them... What? Excellent driving skills. I would like to see them add more variations to the abandoned bunkers, and then also just fewer abandoned bunkers. I think that one being an abandoned bunker makes a lot of sense, because there's no reason to have it be active when it's this close to the radiation zone. But it'd be interesting to see, like, variations in enemy types as well. Now. Well, we've been going for almost an hour at this point. Hey, you've got a hazmat suit on. So I think we're probably gonna end the video here. And then I will do another video going through the actual city itself. But it's gonna take a full episode to do the city just because of how big it is. And if we've already been going for almost an hour, then there's not a whole lot of point in trying to do that. So, I think we are going to go ahead and end this one here, but the next episode will be going through the actual city itself. Again, I'm not going to be trying to get any loot. I don't even know if there's any decent loot in there to be had. But it's just going to be kind of more of a tourism guide, I suppose. So, if that sounds interesting to you, feel free to check out the next episode that I do. Or if you'd like to see when I went through it before, way back in Season 1, I'll try to find the link for that video and put it in the description. But anyway, that is going to do it for this time, so I'm going to go ahead and plug the links in the description. Let me get off this stupid thing so it's not just making a whole bunch of noise. In the description, we've got St. Jude Children's Hospital and Wounded Warrior Project, so if you would like to support either of those wonderful charities, links are in the description. We also then have my Discord server where you can talk to me more directly, as well as the Wolfpack multiplayer SCUM server Discord. And that's the multiplayer server that I do all the live streams on. It's a PvE server, and it's generally pretty laid back, so if you're looking for a nice PvE server where you don't have to worry about getting shot in the face, come check out that server. Speaking of that server, real quick, thank you to everybody that showed up and either participated in the PvP raid event we did this past weekend or just showed up to watch. We had a lot of fun, though there was definitely room for improvement. So we're going to try to learn from that so that we can make future events even better. But anyway, we also have linked in the description my wife's YouTube channel where she does rain videos, relaxation videos. She posts paranormal videos, which some of those are just informational videos, and some of those are evidence that we ourselves have captured on some of the investigations that we have done. And then she also does live streams over on her channel where we do our family live streams, where we play multiplayer games like Phasmophobia, Demonologist, stuff like that. So we just kind of have fun over there doing those. So if you'd like to check any of those out, go check out my wife's channel. And other than that, I can't think of anything else to ramble about. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.